Hey, what's up guys? My name is Moda and welcome back to the Mining Stacker YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be our review on the LTE R1, which is the new DIMO flagship device. We do have ours in hand. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the setup process. If you are in a similar position where you are upgrading your Macron device to this device, we'll give a quick rundown of that install, as well as talk about all the updates going on with DIMO, because there are a ton. That way we get caught up. Okay. If that sounds good, guys, stay tuned. Let's get right to this thing. So do just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is DIMO, for them supplying us with a unit so we can mess around and install it and talk about it, right? So if you are unfamiliar with DIMO and what it is a hardware DePIN device that connects to your car via the OBD2 port. Essentially, you plug this guy into that port, set up that app, and you are able to earn rewards in the form of DIMO by just essentially doing practically nothing, right? As long as your car moves at least once a week, so as long as you are actively driving it, that's literally it, right? As long as you're participating in the network, so it's not something where, okay, you got to drive X amount of hours, get this and that. As long as you're participating in the network by meeting that minimum requirement, you will get your rewards airdropped every Monday. It's really that simple, right? So just to give a quick little rundown, car companies use your data. You should too. Data generated by cars is valued in the billions, but the profits are never shared. With DIMO, you earn rewards every week simply for showing up. Plus, if you choose to share data with our partners, you'll get bonus rewards and personalized discounts. Okay. So a big part of the appeal here is how passive this thing is. It is extremely passive. You plug it in, you set it up once, and you're basically done. Okay, so this thing does have an LTE connection, meaning it's running on cellular. It does include 2 years of service, so it's not an additional thing you got to worry about. Essentially, buy the device, get it set up, squared away. Currently, price is $169. I do have a referral link in the description if you are interested. And by the way, they will be doing a Black Friday promo that's better than my current coupon, which is 10%. For Black Friday through Cyber Monday, they are going to be running a 20% promo. I will put that coupon code in the description, although it probably won't be active until Black Friday. Okay, so it's only going to be limited. It's only be during that time. For any guys who did pre-order yours already, its shipping did start as of yesterday, 11/25. So hopefully sometime through this week, should be getting some shipping info. Just understand though, the holidays might back things up a little bit, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, just because again, this is the busiest shopping season of the year. But pretty good deal. Again, this is what makes this thing so appealing. It's extremely easy to set up, and it's fairly cheap for what it is, right? Now, as we go through some of the changes, number one, it's kind of a rebrand, right? You can kind of definitely notice the color change here. Definitely prominent with that huge bright red color we have here. The biggest new change though, especially for any guys who do have existing devices and you haven't logged in a while, make sure you do, because you do have quite a big change with these new global accounts. So you do have to migrate your account. So make sure if you haven't logged into a while, you're going to want to log in. You're going to want to kind of get it squared away and get yourself familiar with the new setup, because it is going to have a wallet built in already. So depending on when you set up your account and how you set up your account, you're going to have to remember all your login details and go from there. So essentially what the global accounts is, I'm sure some of you guys who are crypto native are kind of familiar with this concept. It's essentially using like an email-based login, using passkeys, being able to use it on your phone. You can use Face ID, etc., etc. So I'm sure some of you guys are at least somewhat familiar, because this is something that is kind of becoming the new standard now with wallets, right? And the reason it's kind of exciting here is that it's making that adoption factor easy. Okay, so one big highlight for me with this thing, it's going to be a good holiday gift, especially for people who aren't into crypto, aren't familiar with crypto. This is an excellent way to onboard them, right? And by the creation of these global accounts, it's going to simplify that process, because again, it's very intimidating. Like trying to explain it to a normie and the process and MetaMask and your seed phrase, and it's very intimidating, right? This makes that process extremely, extremely easy. So it is a very bullish thing for adoption. So again, for any guys who do have an existing unit, make sure you do go in because you are going to have to migrate that account. And it kind of just depends on when you set up your account. So like for example, me, I set it up with the Macron's initial launches. So by the time I made my account, I did it through my Google account, right? So I made sure I saved all my settings. So when the app updated, I did just log in again using that same email account, the same Gmail account, and had no issues migrating mine. Okay, so make sure you do remember your logins, make sure you have all that stuff squared away, and you are going to have to migrate your account. Like for example, with me specifically, I never linked an external wallet. I just had what was there. So when I went in, created the new wallet, and it's all there. My cards were there, everything was there, no issues there. I know some people have been having issues with that migration process, specifically those who have an external wallet. If you have any issues, I'd highly recommend going into their Discord and asking in there. A lot of fixes, a lot of like troubleshooting going on in there for any guys who have been having issues with that. Okay. But again, make sure you do get that squared away now. That way it's just one less thing to worry about when this thing does come in. Okay. So pretty massive change here, which is definitely good for adoption. The next big thing is a partnership. This is an interesting partnership they had. And again, they've kind of been teasing different things. This is the most recent announcement. This is with Matter. It does look they have quite a few other things lined up, ready to go. So this one is an interesting partnership with Matter. I will put a link to the article here. It is quite a little bit lengthy, but essentially what it is for any guys with Teslas, it is giving you a way to essentially be able to own that data from the camera system. Those Teslas have a very, very impressive camera system. And essentially through this USB device, it does give you access to all the footage there. Okay, let's read this quick little segment from here in the middle. Matter addresses this by allowing users to collect and share relevant data from their vehicles, such as Teslas, through its key device. This device enables users to gather visual and sensor data from their cars and pull it to a larger data set for AI development. Matter categorizes and labels this data to make it meaningful and usable for developers. For instance, data can be sorted based on environmental factors, driving conditions, or specific visual elements, which helps companies quickly access the information most relevant to their model's needs. This crowdsourced approach allows for data collection on a global scale, giving developers access to diverse scenarios and conditions that enhance model robustness. And essentially, to sum it up, new data, new revenue, more growth. Okay, so a lot of bullish things. Just to sum it up down here, Matter will integrate the DIMO SDK into the console app, meaning existing DIMO users can easily start using console, and that new users onboarded through console can earn rewards from DIMO. Okay, DIMO will support Matter's pre-sale of the key devices, pre-sales launching in November. So this thing is launching here probably now. I believe this device was under $200. I will put a link again in the description of the article for any guys who are interested. But again, these are the types of things we want to see. We want to see partnerships. We want to see deals happen. We want to see more use cases for that data, because at the end of the day, that's what is valuable here, is that data. Okay, so very, very big changes. Now let's get into the device itself, which let's take a quick little peek at it. Let's change the camera here. You can get a nice little peek at the device, and then comparing it with the current Macron. See, it's pretty much the same size here. Okay, this is what makes it extremely impressive. It is extremely small. Again, it just plugs in via the OBD2 port, pop it in, and essentially install it. So for my install, it's going to be a little bit different. For you guys, if it's a brand new install, you're going to see the box. When you get your device on the box itself, it is going to have a QR code on the side, and that's going to probably be a link to the app. Essentially, just follow the instructions in the app, create your account, make sure you save all that information, make sure you're keeping track of which email you're using, because if you are like the majority of us and we have probably 50 different email accounts, you want to make sure you remember what's going on with that account. Okay. Now, in my specific case, I ended up upgrading from the Macron device to this new guy. Okay, so my install is going to be slightly different. The key things to factor in are that you are removing the connection. So you're not going to delete the vehicle. You're going to essentially delete the connection and now add this new device, add this new connection. Okay, so essentially, as soon as you open the app, right, you have it set up, you already set up your account, go to your garage tab, you're going to see your cars here. Okay, let's change the scene. So again, go into your app, click on garage, you're going to see your cars here, pick the car that you're going to change. In this case, it was the Camry for me. So as you go through it, you are going to click on it, and then you're going to see down here under connections. This is what you want to focus on. Again, you're not going to delete the vehicle, you're going to delete the connection, which is, again, the DIMO device is the connecting device. Okay, that's the easiest way to think about it. Click on connections. As you go through, you're going to remove the connection. Again, if you have an existing unit, click on that, go through. It's going to take a minute or so, and then you're going to see now that no device is connected. So now once it gets to this screen, you're going to click on the DIMO device. You're going to click on that connect button. As you are on there, connect to the DIMO device. So at this point, have it plugged into your car, have your car on, have it ready to go. So you're going to click on use a DIMO device. Again, if you are using the LTE R1 or any device in general. And then yes, start pairing. So make sure on your phone you have Bluetooth enabled and you're square to go. So now you go into the next one, device is powered on. So at this point, again, it's plugged in, car's on, click on the button, and it's going to start to connect. Okay, so once you hit link vehicle ID and device, you're essentially going to go, you're going to click on it, and it's going to pair, and you're going to be good to go. So one thing though, with mine, one issue I did have, on this last step, I kept getting an error, right? So essentially would get to this point, click on it, would give an error, click on it again, try again, did it a few times. So it turns out it was the app itself that wasn't updating. So once I went, force closed it, opened it back up, you can see under connections it was there, but then when I would click on the garage, it would show that it's not qualified, okay? So essentially I had to log out of my account completely, force close the app, reopened it, re-logged in, and then now everything was good to go. The connection was there, you went into that segment, you can see it fully connected, and it's good to go. Okay, so might be a little bit buggy initially. Could be that there was issues with the network, there could be lag, there could be something. Just make sure you fully understand that. Give everything time as you go through it. Don't immediately just force close after a few seconds. Let it try to do its thing. If you get stuck on any part, you keep retrying. You may have to do that. You may have to try to force close, log out, log back in, and then continue from there. Okay, so again, if you do have any issues though, make sure you do go into the Discord and check it out. Okay, ask questions. There's a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there have been people having issues there, so just make sure you are doing that in order to do that. Okay. One big question I've been getting a lot of, and they did kind of update it now as far as car compatibility. So now with this new device, a lot more cars are compatible. In order to check this, if you are interested, when you are on the DIMO screen, essentially, when you're going to add it to cart, it is going to come up with a little tab, and you're able to search, and you're able to see an entire list. I would recommend just searching, but there is a spreadsheet here where you can go through, you can search and go through, and it will give you a clear telling of what to do and if it's going to work with it or not. Okay, so that way you make sure you definitely know it works prior to ordering this thing. Make sure your phone is also compatible with the app. Okay, if you guys have a much older phone that doesn't do pass keys, just be aware it may cause a few things there. And that's kind of pretty much it, right? So far, mine is on day 1. I'll find out hopefully Monday. Right now, we'll see how the rewards go. I'll kind of keep you guys posted on there. But again, guys, very easy item, very cost-effective item. This is one that doesn't cost you a whole lot. And it's just an interesting project here, right? Especially with DIMO, definitely there's going to be other devices kind of in the same niche. To me, they are definitely the clear leader in the space, though, right? That's why we're so bullish on them. As far as like rewards and earning and such, DIMO is a tiny market cap coin itself. Has a lot of potential upside. It is one that I am very bullish on. not just on the little device, but just for me personally. Again, now this is financial advice, but it is one that I am investing in also, right? So very bullish on the project, very bullish on what they're doing. I love how active everything is, and especially right now, this is a very pivotal time when you do want to be making these moves and want to be making these announcements, and it's just excellent timing, right? So let me know in the comments, guys. What do you guys think? How many of you guys pre-ordered one? Are you still kind of considering? Again, this is pretty good news that it's going to arrive by the holidays, and you guys order now. This thing's going to make excellent gifts. That way, get people into crypto, spread that adoption, spread the good word. All right, let me know in the comments, guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I am out.